Can everyone get out here, please? Maybe fill in through the back over there. Yes, beatbox. Hard to say. Yeah. All right, everybody. So the reason we have my dad right here front and center is so that he can hear, first of all. His hearing's getting bad, worse with every passing year. But actually, this is a roast. We're gonna roast my dad. I thought you'd like that.
Hey, you guys, I'm sensitive.
So, before we get started, I have to tell you guys, this roast is unique for two reasons. The first reason is, typically, I don't know if you guys know how roasts work, but typically, the person being roasted usually knows they're being roasted beforehand, and typically asks to be roasted. But the people behind setting this roast up would say that he did ask for it in the sense that he's had it coming for a while. I see head nods and majority.
Should we pull up the Facebook comment?
The second reason why it's unique is because this is probably the first time, I think, in roast history that the roast master, me, is refusing to roast. Yeah. I can't do it. Not to my dad, my flesh and blood right here. My namesake.
You're a better kid than I am.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to defend him on a few things while I have your guys' attention. Listen up. First of all you haters think my dad's vain because he posts a lot of pictures of himself online.
Who thinks that?
Shame on you. Of course he's vain, but he's also just old and bad with technology. The reason he posts so many pictures of himself online is because he can't figure out how to get his phone off selfie mode. And so, Dad, I'll tell you how to do it later. Okay. And another thing, a lot of you people give him flack for not smiling in any of those pictures.
Thank you. That's true.
But be honest, you wouldn't either if you had that face looking back at you every time you take a picture. Leave the poor guy alone.
Always looking at it.
And furthermore, I'm sick and tired of everybody coming up to me saying, your dad looks like if George Lopez and Fred Flintstone had a baby. And the baby had complications at birth. And the complications were with its face. Extremely accurate, but incredibly hurtful. I got you, Dad. My bad. A lot of people, and it's really getting on my nerves. I'll have you all know, despite his looks, my dad, about a month ago, just celebrated 25 years of marriage to my beautiful mother.
She's a saint.
Yes, she is. I get it. My dad did meet my mom under some suspicious circumstances, which you are all quick to point out whenever you get a chance. Yes, he was the campus supervisor at her high school. And no, well, I can
Wait,
see.
where are all my friends?
Right here. I'm defending you. I could see how that could come off as a little creepy, but Mom was a mature 9th grader, like me. And thanks to his watchful eye, no other older man was able to get anywhere near her. Proud of you, Dad. If it wasn't for his bravery, I wouldn't even be here. My dad's just misunderstood. Like how he's notorious for eating food off people's plates. I see more head nods. But did you ever stop to think, you ungrateful people, that maybe he was just taking calories away from you and putting them on himself?
Thank you, Mom!
Phyllis right here.
By the way, this is where you guys jump in.
But in all seriousness, Dad, I love you very much. You're one of my best friends, my best man. I love you. And I hope that when you reflect on this night, you remember all the people who were here that showed love to you. And I hope when you reflect on that, you remember how loved you are.
Thank you.
And then also when you reflect on this night, remember that I defended you and I refused to roast you. But I can't say the same for these next people I'm about to introduce. I wish I could. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna introduce our first roaster. Some of you may know our next roaster as Ma Anand Sheila from the popular Netflix documentary Wild Wild Country, in which she was the right-hand man to the Bhagwan, a controversial Indian cult leader. When she's not running errands for Osho, she's taking filtered selfies on Instagram. Some of you know her as Claudia, but to those who love her and all of us, we know her as Monique the Geek.
Yes, I'm Monique the Geek, according to what Juan says, but I think I'm cool, more cool than that. It fell. Okay. Juan Valenzuela. Jesus Christ. Gives me a freaking headache. Like, you seriously? You annoy the crap out of me. But I love you, but you still annoy me. But, I know, but I want to say that. That's how I feel. So, little Juan did bring up a point. Like, on the cruise, where I was walking with my pizza, and I had like 4 big slices, and he just grabbed it and went, and then left the other piece like there, the half of it. I went to my cabin and I literally tore off the side where he had put slobber on it. I threw it in the trash and I ate the other half. Sorry, I just had to say that.
You didn't mention it was an accident.
No, you were just like all over my pizza. But I just want to say to Juan, like, even though you make fun of me all the time, you say like I look horrible. He says, please do not come without makeup. I know. He's mean. He's mean like that. I know. Like, I don't want to see you without makeup. Please put some makeup on, Monique. Please brush your hair or something. But, yeah.
It's never on purpose. It's an accident.
But I have to say, if you weren't picking on me, then I know you don't love me. So it's okay. So I know we're supposed to roast him, but I probably won't get the mic again if I talk a lot. So I will say this, that you have this dance move that's freaking funny as hell, and my kids are gonna mimic your ass. It's like this thing that you do. You do this dance move. I'm actually the men are gonna do that. They're gonna do it like this.
Is it the Dougie? Because I don't think that's funny. I think I do a great job at the Dougie.
Same dance move all the time. Same one all the time.
Hey, you have the Dougie?
Next time I come over your house, you know which one it is? The one is like the same dance. I went to his house one time. I was starving, and he said he had dinner, so he made me a tortilla with cheese in it. Corn tortillas with cheese in it. But I actually ate it. It was actually good. Thank you for being who you are. 20 years. He tells everybody he inherited me from my divorce, which I guess he did. But I have to say that you and Liz have been like my brother and sister for 20 years. I love you guys. I come to them at 12 midnight, 2 in the morning, doesn't matter what time, and they're always there for me. Love you to death, and happy 50th. You're starting to look your age.
for Claudia. I'm sorry, not Claudia. Monique. All right. Our next roast.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight.
No. All right. Our next roaster is highly accomplished. Our next roaster is highly accomplished. Her most notable accolades include winning $50 on a penny slot and having me as a nephew. The luckiest aunt in the world, Lori Rodriguez.
Hello. So if you don't know me, I am Auntie Lori, Liz's baby sister. So I was also there when they met in high school. My sister was in high school. I was in elementary school. So I want everybody to know before I start that I am definitely not a comedian. But when Little Juan asked if I wanted to be part of the roast, I was like, hell yeah! So I'm gonna read what I wrote, and hopefully you'll think it's as funny as I do. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely not a comedian. But when asked if I wanted to participate in roasting my brother-in-law on his 50th birthday, I could not say no. You guys are laughing, I love it. This is a man who literally has been roasting me since I was 10. He used to drag me down the street on my roller skates, running full speed, and then swing me into the neighbor's yard and watch me eat shit.
It was an accident.
Then, this is also the same guy who would act like he was interested in my day after school in the kitchen, asking me questions while I was preparing an after-school sandwich, only to snatch it as soon as I was done, and then hold me by the forehead at arm's length while he shoved it in his mouth. When I was thinking of gifts for Juan, I was having the hardest time until I drove by Dick's, and I thought, oh, perfect! His namesake! He's one of the hardest working men I know, who needs to do a better job at taking a vacation once in a while. Juan is a self-proclaimed tortilla expert who keeps a pan of hard, crusty beans in the refrigerator that no one, capital letters, is allowed to touch with the metal spoon and all, still inside stock. Hard. For the last 20-something years, I've been blessed to have he who is he, his words, honor me with his presence. Juan, I love you most of the time. I'm grateful for this opportunity to share my memories of you and all of the laughs and fights we've had, and I wish you a happy birthday.
Linda, you remember when I told you had to call me he was he, and you said, you are he who is on hee-haw, and left.
And I also remember you stealing my sister's food as she ate it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Auntie Lori. Most of you are aware we had a terrible drought in California recently. While others were paying lip service about our need to save water, our next roaster didn't just talk the talk, you walked the walk. Miguel Naranjo hasn't showered or brushed his teeth in over 7 years. He may not know how to read or write, but this man is a true hero. You smelled him on the way in. Mikey Naranjo.
Axe does not equal a shower.
Go easy on that, bro. Hello? Alright, so somehow life just been really bad to me lately. Like, my whole life. I mean, I was born, and then I somehow moved to Riverside. Then we ended up at some SDA church.
Michael, get closer. Michael, maybe not. Come closer to your. He hasn't showered.
See? You guys see what's going on here? Everybody's telling me what to do. It's been a story of my life. But anyways, so I end up at this SDA place. And my parents look at this guy and it's like, oh, look at that guy. Yeah, that guy. Come on. Mijo, mira. Haz amigo con él. All of a sudden they turn freaking Puerto Rican or they're Cuban. I was like, Mom, Dad, dude, come on, you're from Guadalajara. Come on, act right.
Nothing.
Anyways, for
Nothing,
some
Mom.
reason,
Got you.
I ended up stuck with this guy. How's that bad? How is that bad? You really want me to go there? Because the things that we've done in our lifetime, we're so lucky that we did not have social media or phones, anything to record anything that we got away with.
Amen.
Which was all good and saintly, like, you know, helping the ladies across, you know, the street.
Grabbing their
Yes.
ass is not helping them.
It was drooping. We were helping them, always. There was always a reason for what we did.
That's right. That's all we did.
All right.
You're the right height.
So I don't know if many of you know that Juan is half Brazilian. So the only reason why he carries a lot of stuff on his face when he eats is because he is one of those plate people. His ancestors had those big old plates embedded in his leg. That's the only reason why he's trying to touch his roots and stuff. That's why he always carries food on his face. That makes sense. Right? Sorry.
Microphone closer to your mouth.
Anyway, but I'm gonna keep this really short. It's just kind of like his intellect. Anyways, I had this.
Are you gonna say something funny?
No. Oh yeah, Juan Valenzuela. Super funny. He's the funniest guy I've ever met. Like absolutely hilarious. Just amazing. I absolutely love the living crap out of this guy. So I had to actually sit there and I made up a song for him. Oh.
It's Mexican Adam Sandler.
Yes. It goes, baila como baila la cubana. No, it was one of my really dark days. I didn't know. It's just like, so anyways. So it's Juan. How many of us know him? Do you know Juan?
Hey, everybody, come on.
Before you go any further, do you know Juan?
Hey, say the lyrics.
Juan is a person who every day walks around thinking he's not gay. He's got more clothes. Whoa. He's got more clothes than a girl. He walks around like he owns the world. He knows the lyrics.
I've heard it 10 million times.
Oh my God. Some people think he's funny, but he's a dummy. If it wasn't for Liz, he wouldn't have any money. He tips his hat. He thinks he's all that. If it wasn't for Liz, he'd still be smoking crack.
I smoke crack with or without Liz.
Time's up, Stinky. I mean, Mikey.
I was about to say like how he's so lucky that he actually got here. Like he was actually the millionth sperm. Like he's actually fought here to be here. I'm so proud of him.
All right. All right. Okay. There's much controversy surrounding our next roaster. For 20 years, people have wondered, was she an accident? I'm here to tell you, yes, she was. My dad's second favorite child, Lissy.
This here's a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females to
It's like our thing. It's like nothing. Anyways, the funny thing is they actually planned me to like the highest degree. So, not funny. They even told me the story. They were like, they said that when he was like, how much? Yeah, 2 years old. My mom was like, is he gonna be an only child? Or are we gonna like do, you know, like are we gonna? And so they're like, yeah, we should probably. We don't talk about that part. But they said like, do we want him to have a sibling? And my mom was like, for sure. We need a little Lizzie because we have a little one, so here I am. They wanted me, okay? Okay. Also, the best part about this song, Roast, is that you have to hold the microphone for me.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And then my best friend / cousin Charlie is going to hold the lyrics for me because I had to rewrite. Thank you.
Charlie, you would never do this to me, would you? Charlie.
Oh yeah, sorry. Never mind. The other Juan will hold it.
His arm's gonna get tired.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's okay. Forgot what age he is now. All right, we'll see how this goes, everyone. Can you hear the guitar? Yes. Okay. Just take a deep breath and repeat after me. I've been 50 now for 3.5 days. Go ahead. I've been 50 now.
I've been
50 for 3.5 days. Okay, just want to make sure. Say hi to your friends you ain't seen in a while. If you forget their names, you're 50, it's okay. Why don't you grab a beer, 'cause you're gonna be here for the next few minutes while I sing. Gonna make you see that turning 50 ain't so bad. I mean, sure. 'Cause when you're 50, you survive this life half a century. Can you even believe it? And when you're 50, it gives you the right to fall asleep wherever you are. Count to 10, take it in. This is life after you've given up on all of your dreams. 50. You have a gift for customizing your meals even when you're ordering some fast food. Laughing at the other dads who think they're so cool. Can they pick out the perfect avocado? I bet they're I bet they're not smart enough to buy 4 pairs of the very same shoe like my dear old dad. And they don't have a Tide stick, always at the ready in case they spill salsa on their t-shirt. Seriously, every t-shirt, like every single one. 'Cause when you're 50, you survive this life half a century. Can you even believe it? And being 50 gives you the right to fall asleep wherever you are. Oh, he's still awake. Okay. Count to 10, take it in. This is life before you. Just kidding. After you've given up on all of your dreams. 50. Love you, Dad.
All right. Our last roaster is my mom. This was her idea. Let's hope her roast is better than her pot roast. Or anything else she cooks for that matter. Mom, I love you so much, so much.
Hello. I've got a lot of information on you.
I have a feeling this was all put together for this moment.
All right. Well, hello. As most of you know, I'm Liz Wan's wife. Or, as he has affectionately named me, Duckbill Platypus. That's really the first name he gave me. I was like, oh, so are we friends? Do we like each other? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Some obscure, weird-looking animal. But that's still my name, Duckbill Platypus. I've actually known him for over 30 years. I met him as a young girl with big dreams. I remember people always telling me how important it was to follow my dreams. But I decided to follow him instead. I married Juan when I was 19, so that means it's been a long 25 years of wedding bliss with this amazing man. Yes, it's been 25 years since I met the man of my dreams. But unfortunately, I was already married to Juan. I got 2 amazing kids out of that 25-year deal. Hun, I do want to say, I know my cooking hasn't always been all that great, but truth be told, we both know you'll scarf down anything I put in front of you in 3 seconds, as long as I put 2 pounds of salt, add some ketchup, and wrap it in a tortilla. In my defense, you've never been much of a handyman around the house. You're horrible with tools, but lucky for you, you married Bob the Builder. And I'm great with tools.
Getting hot here.
You and I have always had different roles in our marriage. I've always been the problem solver, the caretaker, and the overall brains of the operation. And you've always been tall. Well, I'll give you this, though. You've always been good at dancing. True. He's been good at dancing, as you guys have all seen. Around all the major problems that we've had to deal with as a couple. All in all, I know you got a big heart. You've always been a fun-loving guy who's full of love. So I keep you around. It's been incredible to watch how much love you have in your heart for avocados. And as a licensed therapist, I've learned a lot about mental health in the last few years. It's nice to finally have an explanation for why I've stuck around you all these years. Thank you all so much for being here to celebrate my dear old hubby. He turned half a century old on Wednesday. That's something to celebrate, especially when you think about the fact that he's been putting up with me for half of his life. Thank you, handsome honey, for being such a good sport and waiting until tonight when we get home to let me have it for saying all this. I love the way you love your friends, your family, people you meet on the street, God, and most of all me. Cheers to 50 more years. Happy birthday.
Too sexy for my love, love's gone.
Thank you guys. Hey, I was looking in the crowd and I know every single person that was laughing.